Good happy Friday morning, April 8, 2022. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Friday morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Friday morning, so let's get started right now. First up, man pleads guilty to double voting in New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Tonight, a man is pleading guilty for voting twice in the 2018 general election. The New Hampshire Attorney General says 79-year-old Edward Amaral cast ballots in San Bernardino and in Weymouth, Massachusetts. Amaral received a suspended sentence. He also has to pay a fine and complete public service. He also lost his right to vote in the Granite State.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. Suspect in Bedford purse thefts arrested after running from police, hiding in a storm drain. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Tonight, police say this suspect is in custody. 1 week after allegedly stealing a woman's purse in a Bedford store, Manchester police spotted 49-year-old Jorge Guzman Alvarado Thursday.
Upon seeing the officers, the individual ran from police. He headed toward the Merrimack River and he jumped in.
Officers say Alvarado swam away briefly before exiting the frigid water and hiding in a storm drain.
For about an hour or so, they tried to talk this man out of this drain pipe, and they were able to do so. They had used a loudspeaker to communicate with him, and they also deployed a ladder, dropped a ladder in for him, and he eventually climbed out.
Alvarado had warrants out for his arrest from Bedford police for theft and robbery connected to this incident we first reported on last Thursday. A man caught on camera fleeing a store on a white moped after shoplifting and stealing a woman's purse.
This guy from the side of the store just comes and he leaves, scurries right out with the alarms go off. He has 3 purses and a big duffel bag of whoever knows, whatever's in there.
This group of students from Michael's Hair School witnessed last week's theft. Bedford police say their video helped identify and track down Alvarado.
I just wanted to get the license plate number to give to the cops. We were already on the phone with the police, and I figured if they had more information, they might find him easier.
And Alvarado was already facing robbery and theft charges out of Bedford. Now he's expected to face several more charges out of Manchester as well. Live in Manchester tonight, Scott Cook, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Police arrest Manchester man in connection with February shooting. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
A Manchester man facing charges in connection with a shooting earlier this year. 19-year-old Jaden Cordero is charged with reckless conduct. In February, officers responded to a report of a gunshot fire in the area of Precourt Street and Mast Road. They found a parked car with bullet holes and shell casings nearby.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Prosecutors made plea offer to Kayla Montgomery on unrelated charges. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
This is Kayla Montgomery at a prior court appearance. She was not at today's hearing. That's unrelated to the disappearance of Harmony Montgomery, who hasn't been seen in more than 2 years. Tonight, an update from prosecutors on the search for the missing 7-year-old.
The investigation is extremely active, talking to dozens of people, hundreds of hours being invested by the different law enforcement agencies. Every day, every person that we talk to, we do feel like we're getting closer.
Kayla is the estranged wife of Harmony's father, Adam Montgomery. She is charged with theft by deception, a felony, as well as 2 misdemeanor counts of welfare fraud. She is accused of claiming that Harmony was still a member of her household, even though Harmony wasn't living there at the time. Prosecutors say Kayla claimed more than $1,500 in benefits to which she was not entitled.
Simply a theft charge. There's no indication that I've seen whatsoever that the state has evidence that Kayla was involved with any of the actions that may have taken place with Harmony. So right now it's just a theft case against Kayla.
The state has made a plea offer to Kayla, but the details of it are not clear.
Kayla and I are discussing that offer and what she wants to do with it. As I say, at this point in time, she's maintaining her not guilty plea, but she's always going to consider what they're extending as an offer.
Another hearing in this case has been set for June 9th. Meantime, no one has been charged in direct connection to Harmony's disappearance. Reporting live in Manchester, Mike Cronin, WMUR News Now.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Officials say fugitive found in hidden room behind Alexandria bookcase. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
In Alexandria, a wanted fugitive is back in custody after officials say they found her in this hidden room. U.S. Marshals say Tia Reed violated her parole on a drug conviction. Tips sent them to the Alexandria house, where they found Reed after doing a second search of the building.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Two men arrested for posing as Homeland Security officials. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Ancestry has helped me really understand my family's immigration experience and what life must have been like for them. And as I pass it on to my daughter, it's an important part of understanding who we are.
We're learning more tonight about a Secret Service scandal. 2 men arrested. They're accused of posing as Homeland Security officials. Authorities believe duping Secret Service agents, giving lavish gifts to those agents. Several Secret Service agents, including one who worked on the First Lady's security detail. So tonight here, what the FBI says it has now found, the suspects' weapons, equipment, the information they'd gathered. And tonight, the questions. What was their motive? Who funded the operation? And how did Secret Service agents fall for this? Here's Martha Raddatz.
Tonight, growing national security concerns after the arrest of 2 men for allegedly impersonating federal Homeland Security agents and the suspension of 4 Secret Service agents after accusations they accepted extravagant gifts and housing from the men, including an agent assigned to protect the First Family. Investigators say Arian Taherzadeh and Haydar Ali operated out of this D.C. apartment building where FBI agents were seen gathering evidence. Federal prosecutors today reporting a search of their residences and cars uncovered weapons, ammunition, body armor, gas masks, a drone, and a binder with a list of every resident in the apartment complex. The government says Haydar Ali claimed to have a connection to the ISI, the Pakistani intelligence service, and that agents found visas showing a history of travel to Pakistan and Iran. Today, residents from that building shaken.
It's scary, like,
it's our place of living. I just came home and then there's FBI agents. I'm like, what's going on?
For more than 2 years, the men allegedly lavished the Secret Service agents with expensive gifts like free apartments worth $3,000 a month, iPhones, a flat-screen TV, surveillance systems, and a drone. Teherzada is accused of offering to buy a $2,000 assault rifle for a member of the First Lady's protective detail. Our Mary Bruce today pressing the White House.
A service agent from the First Lady's detail was placed on administrative leave after they associated with and were provided gifts from 2 men who were pretending to be Homeland Security Investigations agents. Is the First Lady aware of this? The President aware of this? How concerned are they?
I don't have any comment from here. I'd point you to the Secret Service and others investigating.
Do you have any further guidance on what these 2 men were after or who they may have been working with?
It's being investigated, and I would point you to the proper agencies.
The suspects allegedly posed as special police agents from the DHS investigating January 6th and were equipped with tactical gear, official-looking badges, and weapons.
What's more concerning to me is where did these individuals obtain all this gear, identification? Where did they get all this stuff to be able to create this false persona?
Yeah, this was really something when it first broke overnight. Martha Raddatz with us now. And Martha, I know prosecutors believe these men were able to dupe members of the Secret Service. What do we know about these suspects, their funding, their motive?
David, that's the big mystery. This was clearly well-funded, despite the fact the men say they couldn't afford an attorney. One saying today he had no money. So we don't know yet whether someone else or some other country was behind this, nor do we know what they may have been after. David?
All right, Martha Raddatz with us tonight. Martha, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, everyone, and goodbye.